Well, hello, everybody. Good morning. December 1st. Can you believe it? Welcome to Monday Motivation December 1st. And today, I wanted to share with you guys the importance of asking, especially when it comes to success in business, the skill, the ability to ask for more and to ask more boldly is critical to our success. Reminded me of a story I heard a long time ago, and it's a story about an Arabian king who is a massive golf fanatic fan and a huge fan of the legendary golfer Arnold Palmer, the American. And so he invited his hero, favorite golfer, Arnold Palmer, to come spend a day with him at his lavish palace. Hosted by a king, Arnold Palmer decided to come and hang out with the king and experience the lavish luxuries of this amazing palace and, of course, talk golf and other things. And so Arnold Palmer went on this trip and he had an amazing time. And at the conclusion of the meeting and the time together, the king was so gracious and again, awe-inspired by his hero. And he said to Arnold, he says, I want to bless you with a very special gift. It's just something that I do. And he said, anything you would ask, I'll get it for you. What can I get you? What can I do for you? What would be a special gift for you, Arnold? And Arnold was thinking about it, and of course he was kind of like taken back and he was excited, but he was also, didn't want to overstep, but he certainly didn't want to offend either. And he thought about it. He says, well, how about a nice golf club? I could always use one of those. I'm a golfer. So he asked the king for a nice golf club. And so the king said, you know what? I'm going to work on that. And I'll get back to you. And so a few months later, Arnold Palmer gets word that he's received this gift from the king. And he's all excited about it. And in his mind, he's got this, expectation of this brilliant golf club that he thinks he would receive from the king. He was imagining perhaps a brand new custom driver with his name, engraved in gold or something like that, right? But instead, he receives the package from the king, and it's actually a large envelope. And inside the envelope, you guys, is a deed and the complete rendering and the plans of a fully developed 18-hole Arnold Palmer original golf course and golf club. So the definition of a golf club by the mind of this king was not the club you swing, but the massive facility that you would come and visit and play and host amazing events at. And so he gifted Arnold with a golf club. And so the moral of the story is, you know, the limits of our thinking that we tend to approach life with, and that perhaps we could think bigger as a king might. And, you know, life is only going to reward us that to the extent in which we have the ability to ask. Uh, Reminded me of a portion of the Bible, book of Matthew, and it says this, and I quote, Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Everyone who asks will receive, and the one who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, the door will be open to you. When you view the world as abundant and unlimited, you ask for more, not out of greed, but out of abundance and faith. Legendary speaker, the late Jim Rohn, explained that, one of the most powerful abilities and skills that you could develop is the ability to ask, especially when it comes to business and success and financial rewards. He said the marketplace is as abundant as the sand at the beach. He says, yet some people come to the beach with a tablespoon, some come with a shovel, but some people go to the beach with a dump truck. And that's the mindset. Here's a question to ponder. What would happen to your business if you raised your asking to a whole new level? What if you asked for business opportunities more and more often? Ask for bigger commitments, ask more often. The great Wayne Gretzky said, you're going to miss 100% of the shots you never take. And I think we could apply that to asking as well. We're going to miss 100% of the rewards that we don't ask for as well. So don't fail to take the shot. Don't fail to ask in business. Wrote down a few things when it comes to asking. It doesn't have to be grandiose, but if we're just good and bold and consistent and fearless when it comes to asking, what might that mean to your business, especially over time as you master this skill and develop these habits? What about asking our clients to fill out a complete questionnaire, to fill out the personal assessment and return that to us by tomorrow? What if we ask them to do that? What if we ask for the next step in the process? Those are basic, right? Ask for a genuine commitment from our clients to engage in the process fully for their benefit, as well as all of our constituencies in the process. What about asking people to be vulnerable and ask them to share with us their fears, their concerns, their dreams, and their desires as well? What if we ask an influencer if you can be a guest on their podcast? Or if you ask someone if you could be a guest writer and author and share ideas and information about franchising, how to achieve wealth and freedom through franchising? What if you asked for those opportunities all the time? What if you asked a wealthy investor if you could help them find their next big venture? What if you asked that question to a capable, highly capitalized person all the time? Ask a powerful politician if you could assist them in bringing new business opportunities to the community, and how might you and the local government partner and work together to accomplish this goal? What if you asked some government leaders and politicians for that? Asking highly networked professionals if they will introduce you to their experienced entrepreneurial clients. What if you asked for that? Asking a franchisor if they will partner with you to help you market their brand. Ask people as often as possible if they would be willing to explore franchise opportunities with you. What if we did that all the time? Just consistently ask capable people if they would be willing to explore franchise opportunities with you. Think about it. Last week, how often did you ask somebody that specific question or something like it? We've all heard of ABC, always be closing. I think I might switch it a little bit to ABA, always be asking, right? Always be asking for business in all these different ways that help build momentum and help gain grounds towards our goals. Imagine if we asked for business and asked for opportunities all the time, you guys. And what if we asked fearlessly, boldly, passionately, and with positive expectation? Jerry Jones, whether you're a Cowboy fan or not, pretty amazing entrepreneur, you guys. He's the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, by the way. He leveraged his entire fortune in 1989 to purchase the Dallas Cowboys for something around $65 million. Okay. Today, by the way, the Cowboys are estimated to be north of 12, $13 billion, one of the most successful franchises, of course, in the NFL. But he said this about the three keys to business success from Jerry Jones. He said, there's three things that I've learned about business over the years as a billionaire. And he said, number one, ask for the business. Number two, ask for the business. And then number three, I forgot. It's all about asking for the business, and let me ask you this. If fear was not a factor, if you knew that the answer would be yes, how might that change the way that you ask, right? I think it was the great Mr. Miyagi of Karate Kid that says, okay to lose to opponent. Not okay to lose to fear, right? Consider this. What will it cost us if we ask, you guys? If we ask for business, ask for opportunities all the time, what's the cost? And then consider this. What could it cost us if we don't? If we fail to ask in this business, asking for these opportunities, whether it's referrals or prospecting or commitments or moving forward, think about that. What we all have in our lives right now is probably a direct relationship to our asking, right? Perhaps you have an opportunity to be a bolder asker, more frequent asker. Think about the return on investment to mastering this skill, you guys. Let's do this together. I want to thank you guys for your engagement today. Asking is a great way to fill your pipeline, you guys. And we know full pipelines in this business make full hearts that just cannot lose. Thank you for engaging today. Have an awesome week. Take care. Have a great day.